dreams of brighter days, a vision that's crystal clear. Things you will do, this you will be in the coming year. Of course, it's just a dream. Reality have to turn. So the quest to conquer, the quest to achieve, it has now begun. So there's a move in the right direction, a plan well draft for execution. Forward march onto a dream that now seems so dear. But on the road of execution, there are big stones and so much obstructions. And every bridge that you climb, another one starts to stare. Mountains you have to climb, but so many mountains in line. And the dream that you have now begins to slide. Attacks from a human race, spiritual wickedness in such high place. And a dream that was sweet no longer have much. Despite the rocks they throw in your way,
hold on to your dreams.
and some of the things bad mind people say,
Hold on to your dreams.
despite the rockumba of the opium man,
Hold on to your dreams.
the spiritual deeds and wicked intention.
Hold on to your dreams.
Despite the missiles they out to fly against your progress that's now so high, you will live and you will not die.
Hold on to your dreams.
Quest for a better life, a land that's pure and so right. Land of the free, home of the brave, no longer free and brave. A president in Donald Trump, a country turned upside down. What was un-American, no American, because of one man. So if you look within a country where there's no right, no democracy, tell yourself there's no American dream today. Still there's a move that you take faithfully to escape terror and bullets daily. But on the brink of escape you're approached by a huge, huge wall. After miles of sacrifice and a barrier that's so high, your quest for freedom is about to die. Your joints are now feeling weak, dehydration, children feeling sick, and the American dream you just about to breathe. But despite the pressures from Donald Trump,
Hold on to your dreams.
in federal jail he will find his bunk.
Hold on to your dreams.
And despite the tears that they have ignored,
Hold on to your dreams.
American values must be restored.
Hold on to your dreams.
Now despite the lifestyle this journey take, for the tearing some could not make, while those who survive is still a heartbreak.
Hold on to your dreams.
Here at home to Calypso, some things that you have to know. Barriers I face, judges disgrace, seems to be commonplace. I dream that I won a crown, so every year I present my song. No matter how I try, say miss I'm denied, and I wonder why. But through it all, I am not daunted. Passion within keeps me motivated. Every dog have its time. One day I will reach the top. For the craft I will load honestly from all the greats that was before me. Despite the length of time, I will never give up. Neutrality one day will step in. Corruption will be out of the system. At the end of the day, the best man going to win. Once you're involved in politics, you will use your pen to give I man licks. So recuse yourself, conflict of interest. But even though the system don't change,
Hold on to your dreams.
I'll keep coming back and don't find it strange.
Hold on to your dreams.
The saying is true, yes we understand.
Hold on to your dreams.
Culture remains bigger than every man.
Hold on to your dreams.
So despite the way how I man does feel, when my dreams some does try to kill, though at times my pen lacks the wheel, hold on to your dream.
There we go. Oh, yo, yo. Yeah. Politics, politics. You divide Grenada and that's no kicks. I don't like it. Politics, politics. Now so many things I will have to fix. So I go fix up them old police station to hold those who murder and rape. Because I fed up reading the media about an ex-prisoner escape. And I go fix up all those high prices that most Grenadians can't afford. Instead of demolishing those poor vendors put along the side of the road and leave them balling with them mouth closed. Oh God, baby Jesus is of the blows. Grenadians balling with them mouth closed. The higher the monkey climb is more we expose. My people balling with them mouth closed. Oh God, and this is of the blues. My people balling with them mouth closed. Mr. PM, please open up some doors. Why the hell food prices gone up so fast? Transformation in we mass. The people balling anyway you pass. Transformation in we mass. You only looking out for the upper class. Transformation in we mass. You don't care if the poor ones are to eat grass. Transformation in we mass. Hey. Oh, yo, yo. Oh, ballin', ballin'. Politics, politics. Me closest neighbor stop tell me howdy. All because of politics, politics. Friend and family turn me enemy. I just say yes, I love the progress. Six Senses Hotel making last suggest. But then I remember John Thomas was the one who led the protest. But now we robbing up the same white boys like a bed bug in the night. But just remember the local workers and make sure that you treat them right. Don't leave them balling with them mouth closed. Oh God, baby Jesus is of the blows. Grenadians balling with them mouth closed. They say when you're poor is when you expose. My people balling with them mouth closed. Get them. Oh God, baby Jesus is of the blows. Grenadians balling with them mouth closed. Be careful with the tons when you're picking rows. Why the hell you remove the cap from the gas? Transformation in we mass. Now what in me tanky can't even last. Transformation in we mass. But you driving wrong in dark tinted glass. Transformation in we mass. When I start to talk you say in a fast. Transformation in we mass. Hey. never take me dead like a sheep. Was up in Granville, Sanita came right up to me as like he afraid to talk. He said the little work that he get in Cultural Foundation, they take it back. And how we wish he could have take back he vote, cause that is one thing he regret. Because apart from all those gallant fete, yes, he they do nothing yet. Canadians ballin' with them out close. Oh God, baby, Jesus is up the blows. You supporters ballin' with them out close. But the higher the monkey climb is more he expose. My people ballin' with them out close. Oh God, and this is up the blows. Canadians ballin' with them out close. What we going through only heaven knows. Why you riding wrong on such a high horse? Transformation in we mass. And the big rentals don't care what it costs. Transformation in we mass. If you love this song, well raise up your glass. Transformation in we mass. If you don't like this one, it's there you come last. Transformation in we mass.
Politics time, let's go. Transformation in reverse gear. The whole country panicking in fear. The yellow ideology. Never walk in this spice country. If all you can make it no more. Call a date up, pack up and go. We blood pressure soaring higher. All you want is go by Lacroix.
And good night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Those of you listening further afield, we say a special good night to each and every one of you. It is time for Talking Points.
Don't sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get stale. Or they may try to put me in jail.
My name is Sheldon Scott. I will be with you up until the 10 o'clock hour tonight. It's now 13 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock.
To have a lot of food. All you say everything is free. Take away the $1 fee. Now them children barely empty. Government can buy the groceries. Who go sing that in Paran? Or who go sing a shot the song? I'm going to
Yes, indeed.
I hope we day. Carnival taking too long to come. Innocent would never sing that.
It is a Thursday night.
Get still. Or they may try to put me in jail. Send our children to Dubai for food. They won't have to cry. Diet is a critical thing.
Good night to you, Mount Zion.
But when children barely empty,
Mr. Handsome, good night to you as well.
you can treat the nation's children so. I never know NDC was bad so.
Mr. and Mrs. Watts, a special good night to both of you.
Who go sing and shot the song? I'm going and call my partner.
Ranks, Claude, Alban, good night, fellas.
Too long to go. Shonda will never sing that song.
Merrill, good night to you.
Get still. All the made.
And let me say a very special happy birthday to our ardent listener, Miss Yvonne Courtney. Good night to you, Yvonne.
Growth in the economy.
I hope you're out enjoying yourself, and I hope you're instead of home listening to bro. I hope you're outside there having some dinner and all kind of thing, a nice glass of wine, you know, and them, yeah.
Who go sing that in Paran? Or who go sing and shot the song? I'm going and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did. Carnival take.
Good night, Yvonne.
Can write them kind of song. By then the topic might get stale. Or they may try to put me in jail. You left Grenada for
Let
one.
me say good night to Father out there in the line.
He's up on the lies, my brother. Look at away from Linda Straker. Free flight Heathrow to Nigeria. You paid Nigeria.
My good friend Solomon, I know Solomon is locked in. Good night, Solomon.
Look at tied up in bogus business. Who go sing that in Paran? Or who go sing and shot the song? I'm going and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did. Carnival taking too long to come. Teacher Eddie don't sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get stale. Or they may try to put me in jail. A lot of people ain't getting salary. Maybe all you have problems with money. Running the country like a salty shop. But all you have to stop that. Best prime minister since sliced bread. But everybody balling, things so dread. The supporters don't want to get exposed. So they still balling with them out close. Who go sing that in Paran? Who
Say a special good night to you, Reverend Cox out there in Carriacou.
I hope we did. Carnival taking too long to come. Big J don't sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get stale. Or they may try to put me in jail. You said the documents were missing, and the culprit is Gregory Boeing. You well know what lies you telling. They say after lying is thieving. Gregory came to the media and said the documents were right inside it. You still couldn't accept the fact. Coming with your old lawyer talk. Who go sing that in para? Who go sing and shock the song? I go in and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did. Carnival taking too long to come. Remember you stop sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get still, or they may try to put me in jail. Them houses looking pretty. Boy, I must big up Andy. They say he's the nation's favorite. Everything he knows how to do it. But some say the man is a fake. Others say he's a snake. The woman say she getting harassed for the lies you told on the hampers. Who go sing that in Paran? Or who go sing and shock the song? I go in and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did. Carnival taking too long to come. Neil Ferguson the
Yes, indeed. Hit the like button, the share button.
still
I have something to say tonight, huh?
jail.
I want to see enough of you all on. I'm going to say it, yeah?
PM really hard attack. No attempt to fight corruption. All you come to siphon the nation. Allegations heating the street. You doing nothing about it. Claiming NNP used to do the same. Now NDC in the tiffin game. Who go sing that in para? Who go sing and shock the song? I go and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did. Carnival taking too long to come. Prince will never sing that song. By then the topic might get still, or they may try to put me in jail. They say when a country have oil, you don't have to work and toil. Oil does bring a lot of money.
And you know, folks, as I mentioned, my good friend in Carriacou there a while ago. Yeah, for those of you in Carriacou, the new National Party, Carriacou and Petit Martinique branch, they've got that breakfast brunch that's going to be taking place this Saturday. Yes, it's Saturday. Yes, this Saturday from 7 a.m. at the party office. They're going to have saltfish, fried chicken, fried fish, eggs, fry and roast, bake, fry, cuckoo, you name it. They go have it across there. And you're going to have some nice drinks as well. All right, so that's the new National Party, Carriacou and Petit Martinique branch. They're having that breakfast brunch, and that starts from 7 a.m. out there at the NNP party office in Hillsborough, Carriacou. And that's going to be taking place this Saturday. All right, so those of you that can make it, those of you that will be in Carriacou, make use of the opportunity, yeah? Good night to you, Senators, the Honorable Nolan Cox, yeah?
Get still, or they may try to put me in jail.
Yes, indeed. Yes, right now they're trying to put Horseman in jail. That's the one they're trying to put in jail right now.
I hope he did. Carnival taking too long to come. Remember you stop sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get still, or they may try to put me in jail. Them houses looking pretty. Boy, I must big up Andy. They say he's the nation's favorite. Everything he knows how to do it. But
Also remember, folks, this St. George Northeast Women's Arm. They're staging that pre-Father's Day walk this Sunday. And yeah, it starts from 3 p.m. sharp. Assembly at the Tempe Junction will be starting from 2:30 p.m. The walk itself starts promptly at 3 p.m. They're walking from that location there by DeCall gas station, going all the way up to the Boca playing field. All right, and when they get up to the Boca playing field, there will be different health checks, and so that will be done. You'll have the medical team there to do different health checks. All right, so it is the pre-Father's Day walk of the St. George Northeast Women's Arm. They're holding that for the fathers, supporting the fathers. And because it's the Father's Day walk, don't mean it's only the fathers had a walk, and everybody. Yeah. You become a father because you have children. So the children had a walk too, supporting the fathers. Yeah. The mothers bear the children. So they had to be there. Yeah. So the mothers had to be there. The children had to be there. The fathers had to be there. All right, so it's a pre-Father's Day walk. It will be taking place this Sunday, and assembly at the Tempe Junction for 2:30 p.m. Then the walk starts promptly at 3 p.m. You all, if you check the if you check the Talking Points YouTube page as well, you're going to see a video from Mr. Nimrod Oliver. I showed the video before, but yeah, it's on the page now. You could go and you could check it out and think after the program, yeah?
couldn't accept the fact. Coming with your old lawyer talk. Who go sing that in para? Who go sing and shock the song? I go in and call my partner Lakey. I hope he did.
Also, folks, remember it's coming on July the 11th. It's the Exquisite Affair, the 3rd annual Exquisite Affair. And it's going to be an evening of elegance, style, and class. The new National Party New York Support Group invite you on a Saturday, July 11, 2026 from 9 p.m. All right, and it's going to be taking place at the Top Civic Center, 1098 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11203. And for tickets, you can get in contact with any of the following persons: Aisha, Kathy Albert, Wendy McGuire, and Miss Louisa Frim. Good night to you. And it's going to be, it's going to be a nice event because the political leader, soon to be Prime Minister of Grenada, Honorable Emlyn Pear, she's going to be there, along with Senator the Honorable Norland Cox, Mrs. Nolene Thompson, Dr. Adrian Jules, all winners. You're going to see them there, and you can just go out and tell them, watch, I know you're winning it, and you could hold their hand and pray with them and everything too. Nice. They go like that, right? $125 all inclusive. Yeah, my partner Nutmeg State say he buy his clothes already. He and his wife buy the clothes. They say are exquisite affair. Nutmeg State and the wife come in to dress to the nines. So they have the outfit, and I hope they gain a prize. So nicest outfit. I know Nutmeg State. Well, Nutmeg State, between you and your wife and Mr. Watts and Mrs. Watts, it go be a tough fight for who taking the prize if they have a prize for the best dress and thing there, because I ain't know how you go handle it. Mr. and Mrs. Watts doesn't be easy when they come out, So we go to see what happens, yeah? But remember, that's coming up on Saturday, July 11th, out there at the Top Civic Center, 1098 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11203. So looking forward to all of you heading out there to that activity. Yeah, go on out and enjoy yourself, man, and interact with the members of the new National Party.
Every day, carnival taking too long to go. Remember to stop sing them kind of song. By then the topic might get still, or they may try to put me in jail. Them houses looking pretty. Boy, I must big up Andy. They say he's the nation's favorite. Everything he knows how to do it. But some say the man is a fake. Others say he's a snake. The woman say she getting harassed for the lies you told on the hampers. Who go sing that in Paran? Or who go sing a shot?
Yes, indeed, folks. And remember, you have the new National Party app. You have the NNP app.
NNP goes digital. Leadership means showing up where the people are. That's why we're meeting you wherever you are with the all-new NNP website and mobile app, your direct instant connection to a team that's ready to build a better Grenada with you. Tap in to get updates, show your support with a secure donation, or share your ideas with the team. It's never been this easy to stay plugged in, speak out, and get involved. Find the NNP app in the App Store and Google Play, or visit nnpgrenada.com. Let's stay connected, because when we pull together, life gets better for everybody.
Indeed, the new National Party better for everybody. Folks, we're going to keep the phone lines open. You can call at any point in time. Yeah, I say when I see enough people have something to say, have some news, a follow-up to give you all. I was going on to do it tomorrow night, but I know tomorrow night we said we're going to do gospel. So I didn't want to go into that tomorrow night. I'll deal with it tonight. Yeah, so I'm waiting on all you. When I see enough of all you there, I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to let you all know the update that I have for you all. Yeah. Good night to Young Song. Hear the bassline, hear the bassline.
I'm a real bad man. I was the first one to win independence from 3 times in a row. But they never
So good night to you, Agnes Henry.
independent show.
Lystra Abraham, Vanessa Lalji, yeah, Gemma Warwood, Kathleen Ledlow, good night to you as well.
I tell them, hold on, wait a while.
Cynthia Bartholomew, Julian Noel, Moko, good night to you. Moko Pen, good night to you as well, eh?
My independent songs.
Figgy Lewis, yes, love in the house, yeah?
Write some sweet lyrics.
Just remember to clock it, nice, yeah?
I they from, somebody tell Mark and he gang a mistake they make to rap with young.
Carib Spice, Yolan Pariag.
Know what is going on? They could leave me out from semi-final. That will never stop me at all. I'm in tongue real long. I know what is going on. They had their thing well planned to give the shanty man. So they leave out them bad man. They know they're going to take the crown up.
Yes, indeed, folks. And oh boy, yeah, Mr. Call already there, Yeah, one time there, Mr. Call. So, yeah. Well, no, I think I could get it. Let me go back and see if I get a call there one time. Yeah, we're keeping the phone lines open throughout. Hello? 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 Okay, yeah, we're going to see if we get that call. We must get that call, man. Yeah, they won't call. Well, no, let me see if we could call them back. Because I find the phone acting kind of wonky day tonight. Yeah, but me know what's going on with it. He find we was getting too nice last night, so he decided he would get trouble tonight. Yes, Patricia and Matthew, good night to both of you as well. I hope you're having a wonderful night tonight. Yes, I hope you're having an excellent night tonight. Yes, so folks, yeah, you can call. Nice, yeah, beautiful, nice.
I'm a real bad man. It's all the show of failure that living down by me. Well, one day he disrespect me because I ask him for my money.
Yeah, somebody give me a call on the WhatsApp 4407377. Give me a call now.
Strict instruction, don't give me no fucker if that somebody tell.
And remember, you can call directly as well 4407377.
Well, I made the most money because when I roll out in midnight.
As I say, I have something to say tonight, but I want all you. Yeah, I'll come on. Yeah.
But I never make my body roll under my queen car. Hey, somebody tell this banger wrong. I mistake he make to with young song. I'm in trouble real long.
You know they have a song in Trinidad. They sing every now and then. Raise your hand. Let me see. Let me see if you see, when last you see your MP. Yeah. Might have to do a Grenadian version of that. You know. We have a call online. Hello. Good night.
Yeah, good night. I don't know what number is this, but I have your name down, so I don't know if it's a 44377.
It's not the one I wanted it on, but that's okay, man. How you doing?
All right, good. Yeah, I just checking just in time to big up, and I don't need to tell the people and them, you know, because I'm coming strong, you know, we coming strong, so you guys. Yeah, I have a concern, and as there is a saying where people work live from paycheck to paycheck. You know, they don't have, unfortunately, they if anything happens. Is Grenada operating on a paycheck to paycheck monthly basis, or I mean, isn't there money in the reserve? Why can't they use some of that money to pay the teachers and then put it back and pay everybody? Are we and why everything is on credit? Do we have any reserve or what? What is the story? How is Grenada generating revenue? Is it by only tax from the port, because our agriculture is to the dogs, so you can't tell me agriculture. So on the soursop is not enough, nutmeg is not enough. So how is Grenada, and we are hearing nothing about that CBI, and that CBI is going to the dogs too, because a CBI program in St. Vincent, where there are no limitations on your passport, as Grenada has limitations on the passport. At one time, Grenada passport was for 145 countries. I don't know how much is it now, but that's the question. Maybe 2 or 3 questions, but that's what I wanted to address for me, please, sir, tonight. Good night. I'll listen now.
No problem, my brother. And I'll tell you something as well, Nutmeg State. What is taking place there answers a question that I don't think a lot of people have looked at. Now, recently we heard visa-free travel for Nigerians into Grenada, and Grenada is waiting to reciprocate. It's waiting for Nigeria to reciprocate. In other words, Grenada said to the Nigerians, we are giving you visa-free access. You can come into Grenada. You don't need a visa. We heard the Prime Minister say, in addition, he didn't confirm it, but he said, we are seeking visa-free travel to all African countries. And what they're going to be looking for as well is for those countries to give Grenada visa-free access. So when you are marketing Grenada's citizenship by investment program, if right now you're saying that 147, and I'm not saying that's the number, I'm just using a number off the top of my head. If you're saying 147 countries, Grenada's passport gives you visa-free travel to 147 countries. If the African countries that they're going behind give visa-free access to Grenada, then that increases the number from 147. You can now market it and say Grenada has visa-free access to 160 countries. So Grenadians can go to 160 countries. So your passport is considered more powerful on the passport index. There is a passport index that says the power of individual passports. How many countries can you enter without needing a visa? It's sort of what Nutmeg State hinted at a while ago. The man looks like he does read a lot too, right? So what they've been doing is trying to increase the power of the Grenadian passport. That is all well and good with that, right? That's one thing. But it is to whose benefit? Because from the time this administration has been in, the way that they have run the CBI program, we are yet to see a single new investment project for Grenada. Every investment project under the CBI are still projects that were initiated, that were conceptualized, and that the startup funding, everything came from during the period of the new National Party. And I'm being careful how I say that. I didn't say the funding come from the NNP or the NNP government. I said the startup funding came in during that point in time. That is how it was able to start. So whether you're speaking about Lavera, whether you're speaking about any of the other hotels that were built or facilities that were built and so on and completed, all of that started during the period, those in La Sagesse and so, started during the period of the new National Party. The NDC administration cannot point to a single CBI project and say we initiated that. None. Anywhere in Grenada. They cannot point to any and say we, as a political organization taking the reins of power in Grenada, that we conceptualized and we initiated that program. There's none that they can show. Because they have done none. Yeah, they have done none. So they can't show us any. But with that said, remember the Prime Minister is also a CBI agent. Yeah, the Prime Minister is also a CBI agent. Miss Andrea St. Bernard. Miss Andrea, I hear something about your place. I hear something about you today. Yeah. Miss Andrea St. Bernard is also a CBI agent. Mr. Nazim Burke, who we learned recently, is now an ambassador for the state of Grenada. He is now an ambassador. So it's now Ambassador Nazim Burke. Yeah? He is also a CBI agent. So the Prime Minister is a CBI agent. He has a CBI company. Yeah? He's an agent. The Treasurer of the NDC, who is also an ambassador, has a CBI company. Mr. Nazim Burke, well, I don't know if he holds any portfolio within the NDC, but I know he's in charge of the Petroleum Committee. And so, he as well is an ambassador and a CBI agent. What these individuals are doing is setting themselves up for when they go out of office, because they know they go. You think Deacon Mitchell does not know that when he calls that election is losing? You think he don't know that? Why you think he trying to make the relations with these African countries? One, he go get an excuse to travel there. Two, as a CBI agent, he'll be able to make more money off of this. These guys checking on themselves, they ain't checking on you, you know. They're not looking to check on you. They're not trying to figure out now how do we assist the vulnerable amongst us. They're not trying to figure out how do we assist those who have challenges amongst us. They're putting their supporters to cost you. Because they don't believe that they can get your support, and they know they ain't getting it. Yeah? So they are upset with you. So they have their supporters jumping online, cussing you, disrespecting you. You have women with children. If the woman cannot take care of the children and the children run wild, it is me and you who cannot live safe in old age. It's a simple concept, you know. If we don't help people with their children now, yes, we have to help them to understand that they have to help themselves. That goes without saying. We know that. Everybody knows that. So that is not no new concept that anybody come with. But you see, they just reached, so they didn't know that that concept exists before. So you must help the people who have the problem with the children. Because if you don't help them with the children now, you end up like a place like Haiti in certain communities now, because not the whole of Haiti, contrary to popular belief, is like what they're showing you there, people shooting and burning people in the streets, and so the whole of Haiti isn't like that. Yeah? But certain parts of Haiti, what you see going on in certain communities, in Jamaica or in Trinidad, you would not be able to go into certain communities, or you wouldn't be able to be peaceful in those communities. You can't live in your house without having burglar proofing on. You would not be able to sit in your veranda with your gate open. Because the children that you don't see about today can be the ones that coming back to rob you tomorrow. So if we don't put the systems in place to keep Grenada as the beautiful and peaceful place that it is, yes, we have crime happening from now and again. But I will always say Grenada is the safest country. It is the best place on earth. They cannot accuse me of saying otherwise. Grenada is the best place on earth. It have the worst government on earth, probably in the universe. We know it have in them other places. The recent files, we go find out. Yeah? But Grenada is the best place on earth. Anybody, any Grenadian can raise your hand and tell you that to your face. Grenada is the best place on earth. But we have the worst administration, the worst government ever in the history of Grenada, and probably in the history of administration and governance. They just don't know, and they ain't interested in knowing. Because when you try to correct, when you try to tell them what it is they need to do, how it is they need to do things, they don't listen. They don't want to learn. They don't want to hear. They don't want to understand. That is the situation we found ourselves in under this maladministration. That is where we are at right now with them. Yeah? And that is why many of them ministers are afraid to show their face. So you realize in St. John, for instance, the MP does only come out for photo ops. So the MP has been missing in action for the people of St. John. They doesn't see her. She does show up when it has specific activities to say that she show up. Probably she had to report to her boss that, hey, I was there, and show a picture and say, hey, I was in St. John, yeah, look at picture. So they appear like that. But as the people of St. John match up 1 year, I'm even going down to 6 months, match up 6 months of Alvin Martin Dabrio as your member of parliament. Put up 6 months, any 6 months between 2013 and 2022 of Martin Alvin Dabrio as your member of parliament against the whole 4 years of her, and he outperforming her. Clearly, we have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, we lost that one. Yes, folks. Yeah, I can guarantee you that. I'm putting up 6 months. I ain't even saying a whole year. I'm putting up 6 months of Alvin Dabrio against the whole 4 years of the present MP. And he will outperform her by miles. Whether it is community paths that he put in the pathways and them in different places like Brooklyn and things that he do, whether it's the lights that he do on playing fields, whether it is the scholarships for young people within the community, whether it is the housing assistance, whether it is putting in place the first, and what would be one of the best housing developments for Grenada that the present MP destroyed, she and her party destroyed. The Stony Gut project, they even speak about it in their first budget presentation and talk about the Stony Gut project is coming. And then, up to now, nothing. Joke Jody, you don't hear nothing about Stony Gut again. They come and say they give all kind of lie about land gone and everything. So we know that we have a group of individuals that are incompetent and incapable. That is why they're hiding. So the MP for St. John in hiding. She only coming out now because they have an activity, they want you to come out. They know election coming, they want you to come and vote. So they coming around now. But for 4 years, where were they? They were busy filling the bank account. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello? Okay, with that caller gone, let's take this one instead. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hey, good night. How are you?
I'm alright. She can't come out because she shame. She run too much and the people in go out, so she can't come out.
But it's embarrassing.
She
I consider it to be embarrassing, my friend.
she can't come out. She shame. She run too much and the people inside. She run too much and the people and she from God.
Caller, you had to move away from the noise because we're having a hard time hearing you because of the noise in the background.
Yeah,
We having
she
a
can't
hard
come
time.
out. She shame. She run too much and the people inside.
Caller, we can't hear you because there's too much noise in the background. You have on something in the background. You're listening to yourself and it's very loud. So we can't hear anything you're saying, you know.
She from Guelph. And she run too much on the people in Guelph.
Okay, I hear you now. Yeah.
She run too much on the people in Guelph. You think they will go back up? We can put them back there again. They had the place in a mess.
That's for sure.
We can't put them back. They had the place in a mess. Cost of living sky high. So we go put them back. We can't put them back.
Yes, indeed. All right, my friend.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah. Folks, when you're calling, just a note. When you're calling, we need you all to turn the volume off of whatever you're listening to the program on. Because I realize, like, for that caller, because maybe situation sometimes is the first time people calling, so sometimes you have to say it. When you're calling, if you're trying to speak to me using the phone and then listen to me using the computer or the TV, we can't have a conversation because the noise, the static it's going to cause, necessity to want to hear yourself one time as you're talking. You must turn the volume down. Yeah? We have a caller on the line. Hello? Okay, we lost that one. Yeah, I don't know how I keep missing that one. Okay, let's try again. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Good night. Hello, good night. Okay, I don't know what is the problem there on the direct line. It's set up the same way that we had it yesterday. We have changed nothing. We have touched nothing. So I don't know why I am not getting when people call there. So anyway, somebody go, let's try that again. We will see if we get it. But yeah, this is the situation. And you know, there's one serious indictment. You have a facility that was built in St. John. And let's go to the phone line again. Hello, good night. Good night, caller. You're live. Good night, caller. You're live. Go right ahead. Okay, there's somebody playing around now. Because we hear them, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I'm saying, you have a situation where you have a facility in St. John that was supposed to serve the entire West Coast. So the facility was not just for the people of St. John. That facility was for the people of St. John, St. Mark, those in St. Patrick. Yeah? It was for all of these different people. What happened? The facility was gutted. It was made into barely, it's barely a health center. That is what it was. And it was not built for that. It was built to be basically a mini hospital, a polyclinic. But in my mind, it's more of a mini hospital that the people of St. John, for basic procedures, would not have had to leave St. John and go down to town to get certain things done. Even for the birth of a child. When they say you're born in St. John, you know how much of people born, well, not us, but how much of people born in the general hospital, but they say you're born in St. John? You didn't born in St. John, you're born in the general hospital. Yeah? But you could actually be born in St. John Air. They had the room, everything there for that. So that instead of a woman pregnant and you had to call a taxi and then you had to be rushing to try and get them down to St. George for them to give birth, they would be able to do that in St. John. Dental chair to make sure that that was there, and full dental services would have been able to do right there. So somebody would not only St. Mark, they would not have come out of resource. Yeah, they would not have come out of Coast Guard and go all the way down in town to do something. They could have done it right there in St. John. And other basic medical procedures. And as well, the facility was structured in a way that in case of natural disaster, so for instance, you had something that comes back like, for instance, Tropical Storm Lenny, which destroyed the West Coast Road back in November, December of 1999, so that people were not able to go up the West Coast or come down from the West Coast except through the sea or going right or wrong. In case something like that takes place again, even back in about, I'm trying to remember, it was 2011 or 2010. Remember there was that landslide just after Brizan going to Perseverance. So the road was blocked. In cases like that, that you had a facility in St. John, that if there's any mass casualty event or any major medical issue with a person, you could have at least started treatment and stabilized in that facility in St. John instead of having to find some other way to try and get to town. What has this MP and the NDC done? They barely make it into a clinic. Norway is not a polyclinic in name only. They barely have it as a clinic. That same facility. Let's try one more time with this line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yes, good night.
Go ahead and speak, please. We're hearing you. Once we answer caller, go ahead, because I sure it's you that call about 4 times just now.
The supermarket every day. I got every day. Like I come put up the price. Chocolate chicken for $18 is now $28 and $30. The same size.
Caller, something seems to be definitely wrong with your phone. Hello? Okay, I think they're gone. Yeah. Caller, when you call, just go ahead and talk. I'm sure it's you that called them how much times. Yeah. So, I'm saying, when it comes to these MPs, they disappeared. And now you realize they're trying to come back around. Because they want you to see them now and say, well, okay, yeah, the MP day with us. So you realize today, the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir is here in Grenada. Yeah, world-renowned, Grammy-winning Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Welcome to you all. We know that you all will be hearing this program because all the people in the hotels listen to the program anyway, so you could be hearing it. So we say a good night to you. Yeah? The Ministry of Wellness and Mental Health Wellness and Religious Affairs has a welcome ceremony for them and the minister missing. The minister ain't there. You know why the minister ain't there? Because number 10 know that teacher Lisa put in a shellacking on her. I'm going to say another word, but we're on radio. A shellacking on her up in St. Andrew Northwest. So right now, she take ground. Yeah? So they can't even come out. And that should tell you something. That should tell you, get yourself ready. Because these people have suddenly stopped going in the ministries. Yesterday, you had a press conference with a major issue that concerns the Ministry of Agriculture. Chotai wasn't there. He wasn't there. The minister responsible was not there. You had a major issue. Teachers in industrial action right now. You know, they ain't saying we're going to go in industrial action. The teachers in actual industrial action right now. They've taken action. Teachers on go slow. Teachers decide they ain't going in at a particular time. We go reach for after 10. Teachers doing all kind of things right now. The Minister of Education don't show up. Them 2 Andrews like they take Andrews. The stomach ain't well. Because 2 of them ain't show up. That should tell you, that should indicate to you that there is something broader going on where these ministers have started disappearing from the ministries and start appearing only in the constituencies. Folks, we head into election. Whether it's soon or soon. But it near. And it nearer than further. So prepare. Because the missing ministers trying to show their faces right now. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, in other words, the two in St. Patrick. Both of them right now, up there busy trying to have, I think it's a town hall there tonight or something. Me didn't hear nothing about it. You know, usually when they're having town hall, there's announce and all kind of thing. Well, I hear all the boss anyway with that one. But they are town hall tonight. You heard during the meeting in Canada that they were saying to people to call their family in the north of the island and tell them support the NDC. Is we that living here? We should be calling all you and telling all you what going on in Grenada. Don't have any of them calling you to tell you what going on in Grenada. You living here. I continue to say the diaspora plays an integral and important part to Grenada. Yeah? They play an integral and important part to Grenada in all aspects. But if they have to participate, if you want to participate in what is going on in Grenada, educate yourself properly about what is taking place in Grenada. Because you have a group of people that came in and they tell you, don't listen to Sheldon Scott and them. Don't listen to Andre Donald. Don't listen to Mr. Pierre. Don't listen to Jenny Simon. Don't listen to Prince. Don't listen to any of them. Listen to us only. Us only. We go tell all what them say. Us only. Listen to us only. Because they wanted to push a particular narrative to you. So they're giving them the impression everything is okay in healthcare in Grenada. But all you had to be coming down for funeral that should not have been happening. We ain't talking about people that, okay, they get down in age and you know, Father Time does his thing. We're talking about people who under normal circumstances, lives could have been preserved. And they're gone to the great beyond. All you had to come for the funeral and all you're still taking these people tell all you that healthcare, okay? We have a caller online. Go right ahead, caller.
Yeah, go ahead, Sheldon. I hear you very low.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Thank God for this nice shower we got this morning. A shower of blessings. Shower of blessing. Thank God for that. Sheldon, when I look at the Prime Minister as a leader in a country, he comes to know like they're behaving like a father in a home. Whenever he's there with children in the house, he obviously behaving in a way that he's not happy to be around his children. And when I look at how he to operate when he got away with the people in the diaspora, he operated them differently. But the people, I think, in Grenada here now, Grenada, children, but know and see what the Prime Minister is doing and his government doing to the people going to compete in that thing. And when we speak about it, he getting harassed. Get harassed with it. But the people going to compete about it, elect you to govern. They didn't elect you to govern for one set and forget the other set. Everyone was agreeing that and whenever government in power, the Prime Minister governing for everybody, that's how it had to be. That's how it had to be. But this Prime Minister getting in a way like he hates the people that he's seeing around him, especially the poor people. And he don't want to hear about poor people. What they say, but the poor will always be among us. And the first thing a government should take care of is look at the affairs of the poor people to better the living condition of poor people. Because when the poor people life increase and benefit, it also benefits each and everyone in the country, the businessman, everybody, because they have money to spend. But this government, this Prime Minister and his cabinet and the associates, that they don't care about the poor people. But coming election coming, the same poor people they don't care about Sri Lanka. They want to go back to you and tell me love you. But I want them to know the NMP has a leader in NMP that cares and loves and she champions the cause of the young people, young men, young ladies, the seniors in the country. Where she look at people, she thinks she more than others. She puts herself in the same position as others. And they were saying, must never forget where you came from. Brother Sheldon, have a blessing.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Yes, indeed. Even if you all are hearing me low, when you call, just go right ahead. Yeah? When you call the straight line, just go right ahead. 440-7377. You can call me direct, and you can also call me on the WhatsApp. Let me just bring back the WhatsApp here because I was just trying to check the messages. Yeah, you can call me on the WhatsApp as well. All right. Yeah, so 440-7377. You can also call me on 421-7279. Now you can call me on the WhatsApp on that number, not direct. Only last night I realized there's a way for me to take it direct. I'll set that up over the weekend. I don't want to go and interfere with the setup now and go and damage anything. Yes, so I'll deal with that over the weekend so that I could take the direct calls on 421-7279. I'll set it up over the weekend. All right, folks, so you can call. Yeah, so you realize St. Patrick people have not been seeing their members of parliament. So nobody who is outside of the country and isn't living your reality should be directing you how to do what you are to do election day. That can't be happening. Yeah, we have a call.
Good night. Is this talking point?
Yes, it is. Your live caller. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go right ahead. You're live.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, caller. You're live. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, good night, Sheldon. I was listening to something that you said just now, and that was exactly how I was thinking. I wouldn't be long, but I just want to get this point over. And you let me know if I'm thinking in the right direction. Because with Project Polaris, right? I know you mentioned just now that this government knows that they're not going to be going back into power, right? And they're doing the most. They're taking everything that they can take now because obviously they're not going to be back in power. And I was thinking the same thing because Project Polaris, they've given a timeline of 3 years, which we all know that's impossible, right, for that project to be completed. Especially if nothing is going on right now. But should they go back in office, and which I think the Prime Minister knows that very well. If they go back in office, that'll put them to the next 5 years, right? And in 3 years, they promised to finish Polaris, right? So they would have to complete Polaris in that second term. And they have no intention of doing that, you know? So that is why I totally agree with you when you said they know exactly, you know, that they're not going to be going back in government, and they're doing whatever they can to rid the country, to take everything, pocket whatever they can pocket now, and they don't give a damn about the poor people. So we see in that too, right? They're taking everything that they can get because they know they don't want to go back. To me, they don't even want to go back there. You know, because they know they can't do it. So, Shannon, that's just my little piece tonight. And you made me call. I'm one of your silent listeners.
All right.
You know, I'm always on your program, but this is my first time sharing my thoughts.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Okay.
All
So
right,
good night.
Caller, that is not a local point you make there. That is a massive point you make there. These guys know they're not going back in office. That is why they're doing certain things. So remember, Deacon Mitchell, Andrea St. Bernard, I forgot the Minister of Finance. He's also a CBI agent. So the Minister of Finance, the Prime Minister, and 2 ambassadors, Andrea St. Bernard and Nazim Burke, they are all CBI agents. They are all trying to make sure that the Grenadian passport measurement, the strength, is higher by including countries. So when they go out and they say Grenada's passport, you can get visa-free travel to 160 countries. 20 of those countries may be in Africa that the average person really have no reason to travel to. They might want to go to 1 or 2, but generally have no reason to travel to. But it's a better selling point than saying your passport could bring you only to 100 countries. Or it only has the strength to bring you to 140 countries. And that is not for the benefit of Grenada. That is for their personal benefit. That is why they're doing what they're doing with Nigeria. Yeah? We have a caller, and after I take this caller, there's a point that I want to make that I mentioned I had a point to make tonight. We've got a caller online. Good night, caller. Go right ahead. Good night, caller. Go right ahead. You're live.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead, caller. You're live. Go right ahead.
I have a question for you, Sheldon. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes? Yeah, go ahead. We're hearing you.
I'm asking, let us all be fair, right? And put aside which political party in power or which party is not in power. The NDC government, I'm asking, is not doing anything good for Grenada. I'm just asking that question. When you answer, then I'll continue.
No, caller, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead and make your points, and afterwards I'll talk.
My thing about it, right? Let me just allow me to make my point. My thing, I saw a minister today post up about the ministerial complex and whatever. Don't get me wrong. NMP had done maybe do some infrastructure also, but NDC is also doing infrastructure. My thing is, she spoke about the ministerial complex. It was done and workers was where and where and where. Was it maintained? Was the building maintained? Not to my knowing. There was still workers different places. Then I will hear the NMP speaking about disrespect. But come on, NMP have some persons that would disrespect the Prime Minister, the ministers, and even other persons that make comments on the post. You understand? We have to learn to be fair and reasonable. Right? I mean, give Jack a jacket like they normally say. The government is doing a wonderful job. And I know they're going to go back. And we have to learn to give people time. What is being done under the NDC now, it wasn't done. And I mean, it done for like, let's say 4 years. The amount of things that is being done. Come on. Let us, even though you are NMP or NDC, let us say things is being done. But we only running down each other, running down the government, running down this and running down that and this and that. I mean, I'll be very honest. The ministers now under the NMP just making themselves look immature and just...
No. You won't come here and disrespect my ministers. No. You won't come here. Bye-bye. You won't come. No. I gave you a time to talk, and I'll tell you this. Now, one, the ministerial complex was a concept of the new national party. It is your party that is out there saying that the NNP ain't do nothing. Because your message is being aimed at the young electorate. Grenada has the highest number of youth voters in the entire OECS and CARICOM. And your untrue, false and misleading messages are aimed at those young voters. The people who are voting for the first time. The people who are voting for the second time. Who may not be able to say that they know having to go in the market and take a bus. That was the NNP put in place the bus terminal. Who may not know that cruise ships you start to stay out in the water and sometimes the people can't come ashore, so a cruise ship come to Grenada but have to leave without anybody disembarking because the water was rough. And the NNP brought in the terminal that the cruise ships could come in, and that even bigger cruise ships started to come to Grenada that improved the tourism product that now provides jobs to hundreds of people. There are young people now that don't know that. So when our MPs post that we did these things, and it is untrue, because I worked in the ministerial complex for an extended period of time. You had various things that were done to improve the ministerial complex. It is not only now. The problem is that in my mind, sometimes the new national party did not do an effective job of communicating to the general public what it is that they're doing. The workers in the ministerial complex could bear it out. From removing the carpets and putting tiles, to various other improvements that took place in that ministerial complex. I remember the repaving. There was a water problem one time from the car park going downstairs. They had to repave it. There were many things that took place. And you would not be talking about a ministerial complex in the first place unless the new National Party had done it. The NNP has all right to blow the horn. There are children right now that if they do good, the parents go say, yes, that is my child. You see, there's a doctor now, there's a lawyer. The NNP must talk about what they do. And they must continue to speak about. That is not infantile. You all want the NNP to hush. You want your message to be the only one out there. Nobody else must have a voice. Nobody else must say what they achieve. Nobody must talk about the Imani and say that what all you're saying is nonsense. And that the Imani program was a good program that provided permanent employment for hundreds of young people. That provided educational opportunities for thousands of young people who got their CVQ, their NVQ, who now have bachelor's degrees, even people with doctorate that started through the Imani program. Hold on the phone line, I'm coming back to all you. That got onto their doctorates right now that started in the Imani program. And I let you speak because I wanted to hear the nonsense to correct it here so that people know how to correct it out there, all your outer order. You all can't say that the MPs for the NNP shouldn't put out these things. Put it out. Put out more. It is the NNP build the ministerial complex. It is the NNP build the stadium. When Tillman Thomas administration was saying, one, it had no money to build stadium. Two, it had no agreement to build stadium. NNP come in and the same Emlyn Pier built it in 3 years. 3 years time. All of a sudden the agreement was found as soon as the NNP come back in. When the NDC administration said, give us money, don't give us the houses, it was the new National Party that came in and got back the houses that all you come now and take and give away and do all you want. So don't think that, I'm not Mr. Pierre, you know, I wouldn't just let all you come and just say all kind of thing and just think. No, I gave you an opportunity because I wanted, and that is all I'm going to be taking at that for tonight. I wanted the stories to come out so that I could correct it here so that people know how to correct it. That is the only reason I allowed it. Because all you have all your program. Yeah, all you have all your program. And you all always come, from the time you all come and you say, oh, let us look at this not supporting any party. All you NDC. All you're not fooling me in this game for over 30 something years. All you can't fool me. Yeah? Let's go back to the phone lines. Let me see if I can take a caller here. Yeah. Hello, good night. Hello.
Good night, Mr. Scott. Hello.
Hey, how you do? Go right ahead, caller. You're live.
I had some problem. I don't know. I was not getting the 421 on the WhatsApp. I don't know. I just couldn't answer you. I was taking another call or speaking at the time, but I saw that you were calling. That's nothing. Go right ahead. Good, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, because I heard a lady make a very valid point. Ma'am, but Mr. Scott, I really started advocating some basic reason why the NDC would not get back into power. I'll do that on one or two. I never did it on your program, but but why I doing it now? Because some people from the diaspora told me they heard me speaking to you once or twice. So
well, go ahead because both phone lines. Go ahead. Just go into it because both phone lines are ringing out. So go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. I given 5 basic reasons. There are many more reasons I given to Grenadians, St. Patrick especially, and the diaspora. Number 1. Now I has been around the political arena, as I said, about almost 58 years, and I told you I see government go and government come. So I believe I have the authority where I could speak to my people and give them some warning of don't get yourself back into problem. And some people seem to agree. This administration has scored the most victimization I ever seen. I saw he might have little biasness in previous government, but this one is the worst. Even me, they victimize me as well. But I number one, number two, the most corruption. I never see so many widespread corruption in the history of Grenada politics. He had little things, but the other administration handled it differently. But this administration we have there now, the leader endorsed it. It's the first time I see that. You have a leader who endorsed corruption rather than trying to to take an inquiry into. Three, this is the first administration to divide Grenada. Right now, Grenada is divided. This prime minister don't recognize that he's the prime minister for Grenada and not for one party. He does like and even in St. Patrick West, that's why I keep advocating that we have one of the worst representation in St. Patrick West for a long time, and we need better. St. Patrick need better. We need a representative for all, which when Mr. Glenn goes out, he don't care who you are, he go and speak with you and ask you what is happening in St. Patrick West. But this one we have there now who neglect St. Patrick people for the past 3.5 years. Right now he's going on and asking them, what you want? What you want me to do? You want your road fixed? You want this? If you give a thing a con if you want to put it on social media,
But
he gets frightened.
After 4 years, they're not supposed to be coming to ask you what you want done. They're supposed to know because they're supposed to have that relationship with you that it is not necessary to do that. But they don't have the relationship. They spend the time
He was
making
out of
sure their
touch.
pocket was full.
I know he was out of touch. He's a guy I have a whole knowledge about. He was out of touch, and he tried to use his ministry as the excuse, saying that telling certain people, "Oh, you know, I have to travel regular, and I couldn't, that's why you didn't see me." Instead to give some blind excuse, which I begging the people not to accept that excuse, no, it's too late. And four, reason why this government don't supposed to get back into office. That is the administration with the most wastage with government funds. The wastage, and there is a lot of areas I got back it up, but I won't have time to go through the wastage because I always say when I make a statement, no one can challenge me because I back up what I'm saying. Number five, this government tell the most lies to the people, so that is disrespect. They haven't got respect for the people. They haven't got respect for the electorate. They lie to them. They win by lie and they want to continue to rule by lie. And I'm begging Grenadian to take note. They're depending on the people who don't care about Grenada. And number five, this present leader right now have no confidence in the people of Grenada. He said if the diaspora could have vote was sufficient to vote him, he would have make it easier than Grenadians. That is now is a statement I won't drop it because they just want us to forget him quickly. According to what he's saying that the diaspora people probably might the way they was accept him, he still had more confidence, he more sure. So right now you don't even sure of your own people, which is the majority. So Grenadians, you don't have to hurt your head. Mr. Scott, thank you for giving me that 5 basic reasons. I have plenty more, but I can't do everything one day.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, caller.
Good.
Yes, oops, and I missed that one, so I have to go back. Yeah, so caller, you'll call back. Yes, indeed. Yeah, okay, and I think they are calling back. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Sharon, good night.
Hi, good night. Caller, go right ahead.
I really don't know what happened to some of us. Now, the caller calling and speaking about fairness. There's a program being held on We FM radio station every Sunday. The host and the guests just come out and speak and speak. The host sometimes is just You're wondering who is in charge of the program because most time the guest just going straight, the host to asking a question and just The thing about it with that program, nobody could call and ask a question. Nobody could call and make a statement. Nobody. They come, they have their program, and that's it. But you're calling a program now and want to talk about fairness? That program that is being held, is that fairness to us as Grenadians? Is that fairness to us as Grenadians? Sometimes, when we call in a program to speak, there are certain words we must Google it first before we mention it in what we have to say. You want to talk about fairness? Let's talk about fairness. That was the program. Let's talk about fairness. When you talk about fairness, it goes with honesty. It goes with honesty. You all attack Dr. Kit Mitchell, or you tell him all kind of thing. He thief, he do this, he do that, he do that. Is it fair to have a sitting member of cabinet owing the government millions in taxes? We want to talk about fairness. We're talking about fairness. Is it fair to have a sitting member of cabinet owing the government millions in taxes? That's just one, children. Somebody else want to call. Another program, I will come back with fairness.
All right, caller. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. You can call directly or you can call us on the WhatsApp. Yeah, no, they ain't going to take over my program and let me go that. I am not Mr. Pierre. I do nice. If all you call and all the disrespect for taking all your number or calling it on air and let all the callers call all you. All they don't know me. But sometimes you have to let them in to deal with the nonsense that you know they're coming with. Because since I've installed the direct line, there are some of them that have been trying to call direct on private numbers because they think now they'll be able to get in here and say all the nonsense they want to say. Yeah, so they've been trying to call on private numbers. We have a caller. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Go right ahead, caller. You're live.
Yes. Zealand is a shame to see adults misleading the nation, misleading the youth with wrong information.
So you need to lower the volume. Hold on, I am getting a feedback from something in the background. You need to kill the volume of that. Whatever it is, you need to take the volume off of it totally in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead now, yeah.
Yes, I say it is a shame. I listen to this lady earlier on day, and it's a shame for adults to be misleading the youth with the wrong information. And if we keep going on the road, just now, Grenada will be in the dread. Yeah. So I call to say it is such a shame that some people, they just living to do only the wickedness in them. Have a good night, Sheldon.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Yeah, no, this is what is taking place. This is what is taking place. I've told you all multiple times on this program. The NDC is aiming at two sets of voters. One, diaspora voters, and not all the diaspora voters, because I'll tell you, I believe, contrary to popular belief, that the majority of diaspora voters are not supportive of the NDC. Yeah? Don't get fooled by the bring a set of people. Listen, 80% of the people they bring in place sometime can't even leave. Check it. A lot of them can't even leave the states and come down. But they're there, they're showing their support for the NDC and that sort of thing. All well and good. Yeah? But they can't actually come. But they're focusing as heavy as they can on the diaspora voters who refuse to accept that this NDC government has been a failure and continues to be a failure. The caller asked if there's nothing that the NDC doing good. Yes, what they're doing good is getting closer to going. That is what they're doing good. Because the project in Lavera, they had nothing to do with it. The projects in St. David, they had nothing to do with it. The fort in Tong, the road projects, none of it, they have anything to do with it. All of these projects, if you go back to the budget for 2022, you'd realize that every single one of these road projects, etc., that you see taking place, be it the water project, all of these things, if you go back to the 2022 budget, you'd realize that these things were there. And in fact, this government is doing these projects late. So that is not an achievement to be doing something 2 and 3 years late and even 4 years late. Up to now, the Molyneux Road cannot be completed. The Closier Road, rain start, trouble up there now. Trouble up in Closier again, rain start. River Road, they have to pray that we do have a set of continuous rain over an extended period of time in the mountains during the night, because River Road will flood. And that is not supposed to be something that we have to worry about right now. People in River Road should be sleeping comfortable and know they could leave their vehicle wherever and so, without having to worry that the river will come down and go in the vehicle, or in some instances flood the place. But for 4 years, this government had played manger papa with these projects. And you have the most incompetent Minister of Infrastructure in the history of this country. I think the Caribs that were here probably had a better Minister of Infrastructure if they had them kind of thing. They probably had a man that used to handle them hot and them kind of thing when they was building and put the cooking stones over there. Yeah, and we're going to put a hut over here away from the river. I feel them Caribbean them probably had a better Minister of Infrastructure. The most incompetent, and he happens to be the Prime Minister. So we have problems in this country that are significant. There are things that if we had a competent administration, they would have been able to address at least the cost of living to make it easier. Yes, we know there is a worldwide problem with the cost of living, but individual countries have taken measures. St. Vincent just take, that's the last one I hear, St. Vincent take, Barbados take, all countries take. Grenada ain't taking no measures. Let the people suffer. Or is it that they're waiting until a week or two before the election to announce a set of measures and say, oh, we are dealing with the cost of living, this is what we're doing right now? Because that is my belief in what they want to do. But before I go back to the phone lines, there's an issue I wanted to raise. Because, you see, and I always mention Nutmeg State so much times in the program. Nutmeg State always say sometimes that we forget certain things. We leave it out. Folks on the phone lines, I'll come to you in a little while. I see the phones going off. But I need to say this one. On this program, about 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks ago, I raised the issue of incidents that took place at the hotels in the south of the island. I raised the issue. I said that the perpetrators of these sexual assaults were still on the island, that they were here, that they came in with that delegation that came in for the African Liberation Day, that the people were still here. And I called then on the Commissioner of Police and the Prime Minister to take immediate action. I called on them then. You had all the NDCites had all kind of thing to say. I lie. I telling truth. I telling untruth. All kind of thing. Then answer this. Why did the Prime Minister find himself at the hotels now speaking with the people who were assaulted? Because he did. The Prime Minister found himself at these hotels now. Deacon and Miss Mitchell found himself at these hotels speaking with the staff that were assaulted, getting their stories direct. But he took 3 weeks to do it. These people done back in their country and they could have probably be on the other side of the earth right now. They knew the night they let the plane leave. At 2:53 a.m. they let the plane leave when there were people that had been accused of sexual assault on the planes. They let them leave. For 3 weeks, they had the Royal Grenada Police Force putting out erroneous information, giving the impression that nothing happened. My question to the Royal Grenada Police Force, answer it for me by tomorrow night, because I expect to see a press release no later than 5 p.m. tomorrow from the Royal Grenada Police Force. How many people have made reports now? All in saying that, how many people have made reports right now of the sexual assault after the Prime Minister intervened? Why does not the Prime Minister come out and tell the Grenadian people that what I was saying on the program tonight is true? And that he for himself has now heard from the victims. Why he ain't come out and say that? I still ain't ready to call the hotel's name because I still believe in protecting the hotels. Yeah, we still have a tourism product to protect. I still believe in that. Because them going out of office and Adika and them going out of office, why would I want to damage the hotels or damage our tourism product? It's we that had to come in and deal with that. We are the ones going to come and try and deal with the tourism product again. So I don't want to damage it. So me ain't calling hotel names. But I know for a fact, undisputable fact, the Prime Minister himself find himself and go and talk with them now. Tell me a lie. Make the mistake. Tell me that I lie. Because I know what I was saying. I'm not a crazy person to come on here and make a statement like that. So it has now progressed to the stage of the police. But ask yourself, Grenadians, I said it the night, they had the time to stop the people, to start an investigation right there and then. They wait 3 weeks because I told you all already, this Prime Minister has a 5-day mentality. He believes that Grenadians will forget an issue after 5 days. And because we have generally not remained as vociferous as we should have on the issue, and I blame myself for that, they thought that the 5 days elapsed. If they don't say nothing, they could deal with this quietly. They are not quiet in this. Because just after that, you all come now. That was how long? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? You all come now and you all give visa-free access to the same people that just do this to Grenadians. That you, Mr. Prime Minister, now know for a fact did this to Grenadians. You gave them visa-free access. No wonder. Yesterday, when the media ask you about it, you duck the question. Now I understand why it is you duck the question of answering and saying, yes, Nigerians have visa-free access to Grenada. Now I understand. Because you have heard from the people themselves, the same way I have heard from the people themselves what took place. Again, I believe in protecting the hotels. I ain't calling the hotel name. People know what hotels I was staying at. I don't have to come here and say that. Yeah? But I don't want nobody outside of Grenada to be like, I ain't going there. If they're encouraging them, I ain't going. And I ain't in that. Yeah? Because the same people who are talking about, I ain't want their hotel being problem, so that I'll let them go. I ain't in that. I just think a lot further. Yeah? So folks, we'll get back to the phone lines. I see this person trying to call me multiple times. Let me give them a call back because it is only fair. They have been trying to call since earlier, and I was not able to take the call. Let me be fair and give them a call back now. Let me see if I get them. Hello, good night.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, quite fine. Yes, I realized you was calling. I said, let me give you a call back one time. No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, here, question. What I want to know, and the Grenadian people should try to find out from this administration, what does it they do with all these millions and billions of dollars that they make it from the selling of this passport? When the foreigners purchase this passport, doesn't the money have to present it in the government treasury? I think it's that.
Well, there are different fees. You see, what? Let me explain. If you've got a project, because I think a lot of people misunderstand this thing. If you've got a project, you have different people get paid there. So for instance, if you're building a hotel, the hotel becomes an approved CBI project. So the hotel is being built through CBI funding. Now how the NNP set it up, the people who say they're doing the hotel have to come up with a certain percentage of the money. Right? They have to, if you want to build a hotel, you can't just say, let me get all the money out of CBI. You have to come with a certain amount of money and put into it, right? So let's say it costs 20 million, and just using a figure, you have to come, let's say you come with a 7 million out of the 20. So you have a stake in it, you have cash stake in it, right? Then government allows you to get investors who once confirmed will receive a share. They gain a share in the hotel, but they get a Grenadian citizenship as well, right? Now, a certain amount of the money that they pay goes into the treasury. I can't remember the exact percentage right now. Goes into the treasury. Another percentage of that money goes to different people. For instance, the CBI agents, like the Prime Minister, like the Minister of Finance, like Ms. Andrea St. Bernard, like Victor Nazim Burke. These people are CBI agents, so they are the marketing agents who have to be paid. They are the local agents who have to be paid. So the local agents are the people I mentioned a while ago, the names. Local agents, they are the ones that deal with the bank and everything for you here. And they have a percentage to get as well. And then there are other fees and so for the application and so that have to be paid to the government of Grenada. Right? So all of that is how it is. So it's not, you may hear $100,000, but it does not mean $100,000 goes into the treasury of Grenada. The majority of that would go into the project that's being done. Now there's the other aspect of it. There's the one where all the money goes into the treasury of Grenada for a transformational project, but the agents still have to get their money. So instead of the money going towards a hotel, it goes towards the transformational fund. Yeah? But the agents, like the Prime Minister, like the Minister of Finance, and them, those local agents, and the marketing agents, and so they still have to be paid. The lawyers have to be paid, all of that. Yeah? I hope that clears it up a bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last and final question. The caller who called a few minutes ago, who said that the government is doing the fear, do she have eyes to see? Is she blind?
No, let me explain.
Take drugs before she
Bro, no. No. I mean, same way I wouldn't let anybody insult you all. I wouldn't allow you all to insult anybody else. Yeah. But let me say this though. Yeah. Do not allow them to change this program into their program. Because what they do, when they do get one of those calls in, all the people now so upset start to call and attack them and cuss them, and they become, for the hour and a half, for the 2 hours, for the 3 hours, whatever time you have, they become the topic of discussion. Everybody want to call and cuss them. Let's not fall into that trap. We have things we're dealing with, we go deal with the things. Yeah? Let me deal with the things.
Yeah, all right then, brother. Yeah, all right then. Thank you.
Bless up. Yeah. Respect. Yeah, man. No, I tell you in this thing long, so I know what they're going to try. You're not going to come and make yourself the topic of discussion on talking points. You're not a talking point. Yeah? Talking point is the wrong that this government is doing. And they're doing a lot of wrong. They want to send police behind Royan Smith. You want to send police for Royan Smith. But you ain't know to send police for William Baptiste. You ain't know to send police for those in gravel and concrete too. You hearing all kind of thing about. All you know about them. We have a caller online. Oh, yeah, we have a caller online. Go right ahead, caller.
Good night, sir. You ain't tongue too long. Just two things.
Way too long.
Yes, I am making a special request. Many people may hear know my voice. I want to make a call on the Prime Minister of Grenada. First of all, remember when one of the previous ministers were not performing, he was fired. So I'm asking for the Prime Minister to fire the Minister for National Security and the Minister for Infrastructure. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, caller. Long we asking for that today. Them two ministers are to go. Yeah. For the Minister of Infrastructure and the Minister of National Security, they are to go. Yeah? Because folks, you see, that is why the Prime Minister has this belief that Grenadians has a 5-day memory. Just December, everybody the cussing about the state of the road. The only people that were not cussing was the parts dealership because they was making mucho dinero. Yeah? But all of a sudden now, and let's go to the phone line, we'll come back to that. We have a call on the line. Go right ahead, caller. You're live.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hey, good night, sir. Go right ahead.
I just realized that the NNP starting to work now. And the NDC feeling the pressure. Because over the years, the NDC don't do anything. No infrastructure in this country. No infrastructure in the country. So being as the MPs and NNP MPs going out now and doing videos, standing up by the botanical garden and taking out the
the places wheresoever they achieve what they do. They know, the NDC know definitely that they can't show nothing on social media.
Tell them again, brother. That's
They
what they have to
cannot
do.
show nothing. And that's hurting them.
Put it side by side with what the NNP do. All you're doing so much, put it side by side with what the NNP do.
You understand? So them getting a backlash, this thing hurting them. And you know, when I see that, I feel so happy that NNP doing this thing now. And they have to continue doing it because they cannot put the only thing NDC could do now is to go and take another picture down in Calivini where they say they're doing with the bush, where they say with Polaris. They fly and then they spend a set of money to take name. That's the only thing they have. They don't have nothing. They don't have the cool street coming out. They don't have nothing to show. They're saying NDC doing roads. NDC refurbishing road, like they're renovating the road. They're renovating the road. They have a machine scrambling the road. They have a scrambler machine. In NNP time, they used to dig up the road, joke chipstone, ram the road, put drain on both sides of the road. What NDC do you know? And they say, you don't see road? But the same Andy Williams say, people could it road? People could it road? They didn't know what when
let me tell you something. You're making a point there, and the point you're making is extremely important, and you just gloss over it. I don't even think you realize how important the point you make. The way that they're doing the road, now you'll have a smooth road to drive on for a short period of time. When you're doing road, you must do drains along with the road. They're not doing the drains, so the water is going to undermine and destroy the road, and then you go say pothole here. You're wondering if somebody passed with a jackhammer. No, you did not do the work properly. So you're not seeing proper drainage. They just come in and they scrape an area and then they pave it back. And they're saying, well, okay, they do road. No, they didn't do the road. You're correct.
And all the old roads there below the new piece of road they had it?
Yeah.
All the old roads there and the old foundation is already there. But during NNP time, they used to dig up the road and do the chipstone and prime it and put it and do everything over. So I'm glad to see that Sister Kate and whosoever doing that, going around in all the sites. We have to do the hospital in Guav too, the polyclinic.
Put out all the, and here's what I want. All when I see they put it out, like it, comment, and share it. That's what I want you to do. You don't just see it and say, oh, Sister Kate put out that, or Sister Emlyn put out that, or so. When you see them thing, take it, like it, share it, comment under it, because it born in them. And the more you do that, the more it's going to spread. Do it.
Well, I listen when I call tonight. I surprised to see that NDC supporter call back on your program.
Because they don't like me, so I know what they're doing here. But anyhow.
Well, I don't understand. From since she come and say she doesn't think in politics and she doesn't.
Well, you know what
I say, hey, that's stupid.
But anyway, I want to say, Fred, let's not make her the topic of discussion. We're talking with things. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I love the program what they're doing now, and then be showing them that even though we be there for 3 years, 4 years, 20, 26, 23 years, how they say, we could show for it. Them can show nothing more than lying for people, thieving the taxpayers' money, bringing people to abuse our young workers in the hotels. That's the only thing they could show. And killing horses. That's all they could show.
Brother, and I didn't even touch that one yet, and that is the one that all over the place for the day.
Yeah. Killing horses. Every time that young man speak on social media, he don't make water come out in the eye. Because I know where that young man come from and where he was going. And they just pressure and the young man look for a couple of days. I see the young man like she gets small. Because you know why? He feeling the pain.
You noticed that too.
Yeah.
I was looking at him today and he looked at somebody that was
little face get hard. Just because the way of this green government treat him. Yeah. I saw that. I said, boy. Oh man, people are supposed to do people that. People are supposed to do people that, Sherland. Anyway, I'll come back on the program when I get a chance.
But make sure you know, boss, because people liking it. Watch the comments. All right. Okay, brother. Blessings. Yeah, folks, 4407377. You can call us direct. You can call us on the WhatsApp 4407377, or you could also call us WhatsApp 4217279. So you've got 3 options to give us a call. Hopefully we have 4. Once what they tell me I could do here, and once what I read up on is able, we should have 4 options as of Monday. All right, so we have a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
You that damn fool, Jack.
Yeah. Let me hear you. Hello. Hello. Yeah, you see, you know what, change the batteries and that. That one was a private call. So all I hear is the word Jack, yeah. But don't worry, we could start 69 your number and still get you. 4407377. That is the number for you to call direct. Listen, there's nothing all you could say about me that could break me, you know. All you try that, there's nothing all you could say, nothing all you could do to me that could break me. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. How you doing, man?
I'm more than fine, man. You go right ahead.
All right, something I'd like to clear up, that I hear a lot of people boasting and speaking about the things that the NDC government is doing. Maintenance of your country, or any country that the government has leadership of, it should be a must. And if a government stay in office for 4 years without doing anything as say maintenance or infrastructure development, right? Or to assist the infrastructure to keep it in place. That is to say, you're going to have rundown in your infrastructure. And when you get back in office, when you get ready to do those things, you're not doing anything. You're not making any development. All you're doing is you're just maintaining the things that you should have done 4 years ago. So when we speak about roads, Grenada always had roads. The NNP government had the road in tip-top shape when they came out of office. So now the NDC people had not done anything to the roads. And they are there now doing maintenance work. This is expected of them. So when people knock in the chest and say they're doing things with road development, I think that's a shame.
What I should mention is 6 months ago, what was the state of the roads? For the last 4 years, what was the state of the roads? You start to do roads now because you're going to election. So you start doing roads. What was the state of the roads in 2025, 2024, 2023? What was the state during those times?
Right. So then the thing I'm looking at here, why should any government fool the people to make them feel that they're doing things that they should have been doing long time ago? You see? Anyway, keep holding the fort.
Yes, indeed.
Hold the fort and educate our people.
Of course.
Let them know the right thing, right? I live in the St. John's area. And I can tell you as a fact, we need a change in St. John's. I hope that the people of St. John's could open eyes that will be proper representation. And I speak to representation. I'm not speaking about representation with people who come in and tell you or promise you things. We need somebody who we know have done it in the past and is to do it again.
Okay. All right, caller. Thank you so very much.
Let us know.
Something is going on with the signal, so I'm not hearing you properly.
All right. So anyway, I'll call on another occasion.
Okay, caller. No problem. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know what was happening there. Started getting the caller. They were low already, and it started to drop off on my end. I'm pretty sure you all were hearing the same thing. as well. Yeah, 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, let me see if I could see. Yeah, I'm making sure. I tell all the saints I put in the straight like they call it. They head hot in them. Yeah, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Shalom.
Hi, good night. Caller, you need to speak up a bit for me.
Hi,
Then this.
Shalom.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Lolo from Salt. I'm calling in connection with a fundraiser we have by the office tomorrow. We have from 11 o'clock. We have a barbecue, chicken and pork. Barbecue, chicken.
So that's South St. George, right?
Chicken is $20, pork is $25, right? You know where the party office is?
Yeah.
If you just show that out, I don't know how come they didn't give you that information.
Okay, no problem, my dear.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Have a good night, bye.
So, folks, that's the South St. George constituency branch. They are having a barbecue fundraiser that's taking place tomorrow, starting around 11 at the constituency office. That's right next to Mellow Crisp Bakery out there in Housing Scheme. Yeah, you're going to see the green and white. Once you see it, yeah, green and white. I don't know what's happening there. Green and white building there. Nice. Yeah, you check them out. Yeah, it looked like I had to stay a little past 10, boy. Yeah. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Hey, Shalom, brother. What you doing, man?
Hey, I'm fine. You go right ahead.
You know, I haven't heard nobody talk about that, but people talk about the teachers not getting paid. But the government hired back some retired nurses. They retire, they get their pension money, and they rehire them again on contract. And want to believe that since February, they haven't get paid. So not only the teachers that then getting their money.
Well, I'm hearing that
nurses they hire back.
I'm hearing the pavement crew also haven't got their money.
Yeah, so it's not only the teachers. Okay.
All right.
And well, I don't know problem they rehire them back, but I think the problem is that
Pay them.
some of them they have that retirement mentality that they retire. So when they come on the job, they're not really coming to work. They're coming to more or less talk and relax. And it would have been better they could have get some of the nurses that travel, give them an incentive so they can come back to work because they're still young, and they have a lot to offer. Instead of hiring people that retire, because when you retire, somehow you think that you should be resting, not really working. Your mindset change. So we hiring you back is more or less killing the system. The experience is needed, yes, but sometimes it just that push, that urge to work, come to work early and to work and to produce for the day. When somebody retire, they don't have that in them anymore. They want to just go and just relax and chill and just do what they have to do. You know what I'm trying to say? So they haven't get paid from since I think it's February.
Okay.
So if they ain't getting paid, it's worse.
So I'll follow up on that. All right, my brother.
You follow up on that, brother. Yeah,
Thank you so
the
very
child
much.
nurses that they rehire back. Yeah.
Great, thanks. All right, folks. So 440-7377. Yes, I see you all calling there. You all calling here. Call. I will stay a little bit if I have to stay a little bit and take the calls. Yeah? No, you don't worry. They ain't coming here, I'm telling all this straight. Making sure and put the information out when all you call and try it here. All your phone lines will not have peace. I'm telling all you forget. I will remind you all, Once you call, let me explain to you. Once you call and you try to disrespect us here, we will make a note of your phone number and we'll call it live on air. We'll also send it to all our WhatsApp groups and ensure that your phone rings constantly for the next 2 weeks, especially at 2 and 3 in the morning. We'll make sure, yeah? We'll help you. Since you want to connect, we'll connect with you. We've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night. Good night, Shalon.
Hey, how you doing, my dear?
Hi there, boy. I there with me heart hot in me and burning me for Ryan.
Oh, boy,
You
yes,
know,
I
they
know.
have a lot more to go behind than Ryan Smith. And all I seen yesterday, the press conference, they gang up on Ryan, right? They have people in Lotto, they have people in Gravel and Concrete, and they have elsewhere to send police for. I mean, a young man, I have children for myself, and I know what it is when children trying to help themselves. He ain't doing jobs, he ain't thieving. I mean, he's trying to make an honest dollar. And I mean, look at what they're doing to him. And Dick must remember, he come from a poor family. He didn't come from a rich family. We all come out in St. David together. You know, me had born in me for Ryan. When I watch the child tonight, the child, he face drawn and he gets smaller, you know? But Deacon Brady go reach. The things that he had done to old people, you see, with the money he take from them, people drag Bam Bam on him. People tears. Remember, he have children. He payday go come. He time go reach. Money is not all. Do good, and good will follow you. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, my dear, you have a good one. 440-7377. You can call us direct. You can call us on the WhatsApp. You call us private, we'll leave you private. We're going to ignore you. But call. We want to see your number when you're calling in case we have to ask our people to do we do. Yeah? That's the number. But telling all you, so there is an update regarding the abuse that took place of the hotel workers. There is an update. The Prime Minister himself, he got involved, right? So we know that now the police are involved. All of a sudden, the police know to get involved now. They send out all kind of dotish release. I'm saying it as it is. You all know I love you all in the Royal Grenada Police Force. That mean I ain't go cuss all you. I will cut my children tail if they do something wrong. I love them, but I'll cut their tail. So in the same way, if they do something wrong, I will tell all you. Yeah? Send out that stupid release about people that are coming and all kind of thing. How you all know to find them now? How all of a sudden it has changed. The story has changed because the Prime Minister go and speak to them now. So the story has changed now from, oh, we at, let me see what we could do. All the people that are coming and report. It has changed from that now to all you calling them. How it has changed to that now? Yeah? All you hypocrite. Whoever write that, not all your police are talking about. You all know I love you all. But whoever write that nonsense, or whoever directed for that to be written, because next thing you write it under duress. Yeah, you are police after all. 440-7377, right? 440-7377, and you can call us on the WhatsApp on 421-7279. And let me say something about the horseman here before we run out of time tonight. I looked today, again, because I saw it before, but due to certain circumstances, I didn't want to put the video out there. And I will not, let me repeat, I will not show the video on the program. Yeah, I will not. I can't do that. I will not show. Number one, my video will get removed from Facebook and from YouTube if I put that video up. Because of the inhumane and cruel nature, the torturous nature, yeah, those horses were put through. That the horse was shot multiple times. You see the shooting the horse in the face, in the nose, and listen. Even without a veterinary degree, anybody know the fastest way to kill any animal is you have to hit it in the brain. You would know that a horse's brain would be somewhere between the middle of the eyes or between the eyes and the ears. Yeah, in that region. Hence why you see, even on them old western, you see they're going to take a shotgun and they go to kill the horse and they shoot the horse in the head. At a specific point, you see they put the horse lie down and they shoot it in the head. They don't shoot it in the neck, they don't shoot it in the nose, they shoot it where? In the head. And they use a shotgun, well, a rifle, not a shotgun, a rifle, because it is more considered to be more humane. It's a more powerful bullet, one bullet, shoot the brain, horse gone. Than a handgun, where you may have to send multiple bullets, so the horse is in pain. As that horse was in pain, those horses were in pain. I mean, people see that and they cry. You know what people, listen, one of my friends in the States, a Grenadian, they say, Sheldon, I cry as if that is one of my children, you know. When I see what they do to the horse, they shoot the horse so much time in the face. The horse bleeding. In fact, I don't even want to describe it because next thing you know, next thing you know, I get my program get pulled. No, YouTube and Facebook have specific rules about things now. You have to be very careful how you deal with it because they would pull down those things. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
I am the voice of one crying out in the wilderness, Sheldon.
Cry out, Pastor.
How are you?
I'm quite fine. How are you doing?
By God's grace, I'm doing well.
All right.
Doing well. Sheldon, I could remember vividly that when the talk came out of the behavior of the Nigerian in the hotels with this young lady, with these young ladies. There was a barrage of attack against Sheldon Scott. I mean, the attacks on you was worse than burial.
My back brother, so me and brother, none of them. I sleep the same way.
Yeah, Sheldon Scott is a liar. Sheldon Scott trying to bring down the government. Why Sheldon Scott must say that when he knows what he's saying is not true? But let me tell you something, man. You had it from the supporters of the NDC. And I could have never imagined in my wildest dream that the Prime Minister himself went to the hotel and had a conversation with the people that were the victim. But what I did not understand, why the Prime Minister had was to wait for so long before you can be able to go to the victim and had a chat with them. And so disappointing that the police came out in a manner that even if the police did not literally say Sheldon lied, but symbologically speaking, they did say that in another tone of voice. Now, the people is in Nigeria. The question I need to ask, is it the reason why the Prime Minister did not take quick action when he heard that? It is because he believed that he want to clear them out before he could go to the hotels. And now you, Sheldon Scott, is vindicated. How will the supporters of the NDC, will they say no again that the Prime Minister did not go to the hotel to talk with the people who were the victim?
I would love them to try.
And even though you, the Prime Minister, go to the hotel, how can you get back these people here to face trials? Are you going to just leave it like that? I rest my case, Sheldon. Have a blessed night.
All right, Pastor. You have a good one. Maybe they won't be given visas to re-enter Grenada. You never know. Or they may be put on a list that they can't re-enter. We don't know. We don't know. But they waited. They had the opportunity to deal with it. And they did not address it at the time that they should address it. He is the Minister of National Security. He could have made the call. He's the Prime Minister, Minister of National Security. He could have made the call, and the perpetrators would still have been on the island and could have been properly dealt with. Yeah? But no. They know why they do what they do. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello?
Hey, good night, Sheldon. Quickly,
Yes.
yeah.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
good night, bro. How you do?
I'm good, but you go ahead. I'll stay a little late, so go ahead.
Quickly. Yeah, but quickly, bro. I happened to watch that video, and I watched that video and work today on work.
Wait, hold on. Specific. Which video? Which one of them?
The video with us.
Okay, that one. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
Right? And I stand up and I look at this thing twice. I show that coworker and I say, look at that. That animal, those animals, well, I want to describe it, but I mean, humanly, the animal look at it like is compared in the next great God shot. And it looked like, okay, I will accept my fate. That animal watch his executioner in his face. And that Sheldon, this government, trust me. You see that Ministry of Agriculture? That permanent, I ain't calling him, the permanent secretary, the vet, Mr. PM, the people that use the word smuggling dread, all they have some juju to that coming to you all. God does not sleep. God does not sleep. Nothing.
Let me say something.
Nothing, Sheldon.
Partners, let me tell you something. You see the word smuggling? Keep that word in your keep that word in your vocabulary, yeah? Because there's a lot we're gonna talk about smuggling, and we're gonna talk about certain activities that take place certain place and why certain people were removed, even off the face of the earth. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about certain people who went to certain other people to speak about certain activities that were taking place regarding smuggling, and those persons are now 6 feet under. So we're going to talk about, they want to talk about smuggling, they open that door, we're going to talk about smuggling. Go and interfere with
Bro,
Ryan. We're going to talk about smuggling.
We into some serious times right now. And Grenadians, on the both sides of whoever political party you support, any one of you all watching that video or saw that video and say the government did the right thing and listening to the Prime Minister say what? He's unapologetic for what his members or whoever do what they do. Something is definitely wrong with you. Shalon, last night, I was be online all kind of hours in the night. I saw a video on a site called TMZ where a horse that was pull a carriage in New York fell down and died. And the amount of people that went on that horse in New York and tried to save that animal's life. I mean, come on, man. You people in America, I mean, folks, diaspora supporters of the NDC, I'm talking to you all. Have a heart, man. Stop being so angry and evil and arrogant. You cannot support these kind of things on them. How does anything arrive on the port of Grenada, of any port, as a matter of fact? If there's a name on any item that's coming from abroad, it's linked to somebody. Only if you have money and corruption is involved, and I'm not saying corruption is involved in this year, but somebody, it must have a shipping detail, it must have an arrival, it must have a declare detail. So you tell me a man go smuggle 2 big horse, 1,000 pounds each? I mean, come on, make that make sense, man. Come on, Grenadians, come on, we bigger than that. And these people are dividing the country. Each day, each village, each parish, each city, they say they fix the road now, or they building road. Which road they building? They building no road. They resurfacing the road. I mean, that's what you are bringing us to. There was a minister say we can't eat roads. Huh? There's a prime minister say what? Fire them and sue the government and sue us. The government is losing. They are losing lawsuits right now. Look, they lose one the other day. What that guy say? What? Oh, it's not really a win. But boy, if anybody sue the government and they get $1, they win. Once they get a penny, they win. I mean, come on, Grenadians. Come on, diaspora, NDC supporters. Once again, NMPites, look at the list. Get your all teams organized, scrutinize the list, look for the names, listen for strange voices that you know is not Grenadians. Looking for funny names because they're planning it. They're planning it in our plain sight. It's called, in my opinion, Shalon, the diaspora homecoming. Folks, be vigilant. Have a good night.
All right, my brother. Yes, and all Grenadians coming home for the diaspora homecoming. So let's check out your boy, you know, don't afraid that I ain't drinking from all here, but check out your boy. Folks, let me just show you all a message there quick. Look at this. And somebody sent this to me earlier. Yeah. Visiting in July and would like to ride a horse on the beach. Who do I contact? Look one of the responses. This is on a Grenada travel page. Unfortunately, not the day to be asking this question, but Royan is one that does this Bonanza Stables. Wait until all the news is calm, but sure, he will be out for a bit. Hopefully, he's back up and running in July. Check out Grenada News for the details. Somebody else said, we went to Bonanza Stables. They were awesome. This is incorrect. The only stable on the island was recently shut down by the government. That is not true. Royan's stable is still open. Folks, if you're out there in the diaspora, you're coming to Grenada, you want to ride a horse, reach out to Royan. Believe me, he need the money because he lose all his money buying these horses, yeah? Somebody else saying Royan Smith, Bonanza is amazing, Grand Anse Beach. This other person don't believe in riding horse, that's the business. But that is on a travel site, people that ask questions on that page about things that they can do when they come to Grenada and so on. And those are some of the responses. And so, if we think that that is just a local story, you see, the government is upset on 2 fronts. The story of the sexual assaults that took place when the visiting delegation from Nigeria was here. That story came out from this program. They don't like that. I was the one that started the story here. How it could be Sheldon Scott? Why he started that program? Why he started that? All over the world. Why? And then the story of that horse, the first program you heard it on is here. And again, became a national issue. Now it's a regional and international issue because there are people contacting Royan all the way from Europe, the United States, Canada, all over. And even worse now, that the video of the murder of those horses. Yes, murder. The video of the murder and the inhumane treatment of those horses is circulating, it makes it even worse for them. Yeah? But remember, Ryan has his GoFundMe because he need to pay his lawyers, and especially if they come, I expect if they're trying to detain him, they might try to do it over the weekend because they're wicked like that. Try and detain him over the weekend or some kind of thing. If they do make the mistake and try and go for him, yes, I say mistake, and try and go for him. I would like to know the charge. I would love to know what charge he would be facing if they go for him. Yeah? But he needs to deal with his case, and he needs help. Look for justice for Ryan Smith and his horses. Look for that on GoFundMe and help him out. He's raised $300 so far. He needs to raise 3,000 US. Yeah, he needs to raise 3,000 US. So those of you that can, even if you can't donate, take it and share it. Yeah, even if you personally cannot donate to help him, you could help him by spreading it to other people. Share it via your social media. Share it via your Instagram and your WhatsApp and whatever you can. Share it via your media. Your what they call it now, it's not Twitter again, it's X. Yeah, share it via your social media so that other people can see and help him out as well. You never know, one person might decide to go in and deal with the whole thing, but he needs the help. He has to file his case. They have to file documents, etc. It costs money. I know personally, it costs money when you have to go and file your documents and that sort of thing. So it needs to be dealt with. Those of you that can help him, help him. Also, this program, we still need your help as much as you can, when you can. We know not everybody can do it. We know the economic situation of people, so we know that not everybody could help us out. We know that not everybody could donate. But when you can, please remember us and donate as well. So I think the calls are finished for tonight. Tomorrow night, remember, we plan to do gospel. So people to pray, all you to call in and pray and them kind of thing. A lot of people calling in and pray. Yeah, we're going to play with gospel and people will call in and pray and that sort of thing. Pastors, Pastor Kaseme, yeah, Pastor Louis, yeah, we're looking out for you all, eh? Nice, yeah, so call in, pray. We're going to have our gospel music and that sort of thing. We wouldn't be dealing with any of these major issues tomorrow night. Whatever, we're going to put it stand down for it until Monday night. So tomorrow night, we're dealing with gospel, all right? So folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. Yeah, it's been wonderful. Some people have been asking for the video. Yes, you could. I will send the video to you. I don't mind sending the video to people. I just will not play it on the program because it will have the effect of my program being pulled by YouTube or pulled by Facebook. I might even get a strike in relation to that because to show harmful acts to animals and so is against YouTube rules. It's against Facebook rules. And once the algorithm picks that up, it could suspend my page, etc. So I can't put that up on the page itself. All right. But I do have the video and I have no problem sending it to you. Not because it's for you to gawk or anything. I'll send it to you because I want you to see the reality of what these people did to those animals. And oh boy, just as I was going to close off, one more person call. I'll allow them, even though I was about to wrap. But I'll take the call. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Charles.
Yes, I was just about to wrap, but you called, so I gave you the final one. Go ahead.
I tried to catch you before you finish.
No problem.
One question. To file a case in Grenada, do you have to get a lawyer to do that, or you can, like a small claims court, you could just go file in the court?
It is always suggested to use a lawyer. No matter if it's a small or big, it's always suggested to use a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there may be certain aspects of it that you, the layman or laywoman, may not know. So it is always better to use a lawyer. Sometimes a semicolon in the wrong place could make the difference between you getting in the right or getting in the wrong.
That technical, right?
Yeah. Just a semicolon in the wrong place. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, my brother.
All right. Well, have a great one.
No problem. But make sure if you could check out the GoFundMe and help him out. All right.
I'll have to talk to you. I'll have to talk to you personal on that. There's a technicality somewhere there.
Okay. No problem. We'll talk. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Yes, indeed, folks. So that is it for tonight. And as I said, tomorrow, so you know the phone lines will be open from the beginning tomorrow night so that you can call in and you can pray and we're going to have the gospel and so on. I'm pretty sure due to the gospel, I'll have to play tomorrow night. The program itself, that might be a program that's on tomorrow. You might not be able to see it after, because knowing Facebook and knowing YouTube, they're going to pull the program. Once there's copyrighted music continually playing during it, it's going to pull the program. So we're looking forward to that. So tomorrow night, remember, gospel night. We're looking forward to that one. And folks, and the prayers and so on. So do enjoy the rest of your night tonight. We will be back tomorrow night with Talking Points with a difference for you.
Get ready for the onslaught. You're mad. They think they get away with. I'm a real bad man. I was the first one to win independence from 3 times in a row, but they never even invite me to one of the independence show. They say me and Usman Kelly singing political songs like we have an ulterior motive to bring the government down. But I tell them, hold on, wait a while. I won't let political vampires grab my style. They could take a look back to all my independence songs. I never sing politics, always write some sweet lyrics. So I don't know where they get this stinking idea from. Hey, somebody tell my Kenny gang a mistake they make to rap with young song. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. They could leave me out from semi-final, that will never stop me at all. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. They had their thing well planned to give the shanty man, so they leave out them bad man. They know they go take the ground, up the Paris set, so they make a big man wet. They say that we ain't good, we can need that yellow food. Hey! Walk to them. It's too disrespectful. Only labeling man. I'm a real bad man. It's all the show of failure that living down by me. Well, one day he disrespect me because I asked him for my money. Then he went up in the ministry when he was in charge of culture, and he gave them strict instruction, don't give me no work for Carifta. Somebody tell Mr. Study for me. Carifta weekend, well, I made the most money, because when I roll out in me nice clean Toyota, I drop people all over. I collect US dollar, but I never make Burberry roll under my queen car. Hey, somebody tell this banger wrong. A mistake he make to with young song. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. I want him to explain to the people how he got his driver's license. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. You take them people land and try to be love stand, and then you walking wrong like you with some big badge, and when puzzle pulley barricade, you fly up in a rage. That's why baby Jesus, he got you ignorant. Up to you. For the run things, wrong man to deal with. I'm a real bad man. I know some people will never like the fire that I'm spitting out. So all who can stand it, just come and box me in me mouth. As when scholar running up him mouth and keep me chill and NNP. Lies the same center all you that be jumping and clapping for you. Some people bad minded and hate just for the lie. According to doing it, it means to wrong and right. So right now I really don't give a damn what critics say. I come in with a gun blessing, I don't paying anything. So nobody cannot tell me what the hell to sing. Hey, one kid me just selling passport, all you want to strangle him like a goat. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. No passport selling more than rum in shop, I don't hear nobody talking about that. I'm in trouble real long, I know what is going on. Bullets flying like buds, but I don't hear in a word from the commissioner.